Master. There are innumerable pathways leading to the ocean of immortality. The essential thing is to reach the ocean. It doesn't matter which path you follow. Imagine that there is a reservoir containing the elixir of immortality. You will be immortal if a few drops of the elixir somehow get into your mouth. You may get into the reservoir either by jumping into it or by being pushed into it from behind or by slowly walking down the steps. The effect is one and the same. You will become immortal by tasting a drop of that elixir. Innumerable are the ways that lead to God. There are the paths of gnana, of karma, and of bhakti. If you are sincere, you will attain God in the end, whichever path you follow. Roughly speaking, there are three kinds of yoga: Gnana Yoga, Karma Yoga, and Bhakti Yoga. What is Gnana Yoga? The Gnani seeks to realize Brahman. He discriminates, saying, not this, not this. He discriminates, saying, Brahman is real and the universe illusory. He discriminates between the real and the unreal. As he comes to the end of discrimination, he goes into samadhi and attains the knowledge of Brahman. What is Karma Yoga? Its aim is to fix one's mind on God by means of work. That is what you are teaching. It consists of breath control, concentration, meditation, and so on, done in a spirit of detachment. Footnote: breath control. Breathing exercises as prescribed in Raja Yoga. Footnote ends. If a householder performs his duties in the world in a spirit of detachment, surrendering the results to God and with devotion to God in his heart, he too may be said to practice Karma Yoga. Further, if a person performs worship, japa, and other forms of devotion, surrendering the results to God, he may be said to practice Karma Yoga. Attainment of God alone is the aim of Karma Yoga. What is Bhakti Yoga? It is to keep the mind on God by chanting His names and glories. For the Kali Yuga, the path of devotion is easiest. This is indeed the path for this age. The path of karma is very difficult. First of all, as I have said, where will one find the time for it nowadays? Where is the time for a man to perform his duties as enjoined in the scriptures? Man's life is short in this age. Further, it is extremely difficult to perform one's duties in a spirit of detachment. without craving the result. One cannot work in such a spirit without first having realized God. Attachment to the result somehow enters the mind, though you may not be aware of it. To follow Gnana Yoga in this age is also very difficult. First, a man's life depends entirely on food. Second, he has a short span of life. Third, he can by no means get rid of the body consciousness. And the knowledge of Brahman is impossible without the destruction of body consciousness. The Gnani says, I am Brahman. I am not the body. I am beyond hunger and thirst and disease and grief, birth and death, pleasure and pain. How can you be a Gnani if you are conscious of disease, grief, pain, pleasure, and the like? A thorn enters your flesh, blood flows from the wound, and you suffer very badly from the pain. But nevertheless, if you are a Gnani, you must be able to say, why? There is no thorn in my flesh at all. Nothing is the matter with me. Therefore, Bhakti Yoga is prescribed for this age. By following this path, one comes to God more easily than by following the others. One can undoubtedly reach God by following the paths of Gnana and Karma. But they are very difficult paths.